Hey, Perry Peacock here with Wilderness Innovation. I'm up here today showing you some more tarp setups. And in this case here, I'm just going to show you a couple variations you can do with the, this is the square tarp. We're turning the square tarp into a wedge setup. And we do that by starting out aiming the tarp as though we were going to pitch a diagonal or diamond pitch, but we square it off instead. And I'll show you that in the back in just a moment. But now what I've got here, this is a high wedge. As you can see, I mean, we're about close to 7 feet tall up here at the top. We're about 5 feet wide. We're about 7.5 feet deep. But we got a steep high wedge right here, straight up and down sidewalls, which means, you know, I can come over here and right against the wall, and I've got straight up sides here, so you know I'm able to utilize all of my floor space, all my footprint, my square footage here is all usable because I got straight up and down sides. And because it's a high wedge, I can actually get back in here a ways, and I still got headroom clear back here, you know, almost 3 feet back from the front. So this gives you a nice little advantage, and it's very easy to pitch up. You just need 2 support poles. You anchor your, well, I'll show you how you do all that. And right here I'm just using just a slightly raised bow bed here. So everything's kind of held in place by a couple of logs down the sides, and everything kind of lashed off that way and then filled with pine boughs. Just a simple little setup. I would mention to you now you see the tip of it. I just threw back behind here because you know, it's too small really to be much of an awning. I mean, I could pull it out if I wanted to. I could tie it out and make a little bit of an awning, and in some situations that might be enough to make it. But if not, I mean, it could be, you could secure it to the velcro right here if you wanted to, let it be like that, or you can flip it over the top like I did right there. So let me show you some of the other angles around here and let you see how this thing is set up. All right, now here you see these squared up sidewalls. See how big the wedge is here. Very nice, very roomy. Because of that boxy wedge shape, we're maximizing the amount of space we have versus a diagonal pitch where we go down from the centers. So let me show you one more thing how we do the back end here. All right, so you see right here, this would normally be your diagonal pitch. You'd drive a tent stake there and you'd go out on the diagonal. But to square this off and make this wedge shape, we come up. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but what I chose this time is I went up 1, 2, second tab from the corner on each side, and then that makes it so I just fold that under, stake those 2 out. That gives me a square back, square sides going to the front, and my wedge shape. So here we've changed the setup now, and we've got and we've lowered it down by basically one tab on the tarp. So now it's down, you know, about 5 feet high, up here off the ground, going way on back there. You know, we're back there about 8 feet, 7.5 feet or whatever, but we're shorter. And now we're wider. So now just by making no other changes but coming down and then widening out the front. So now the front is a little bit wider than the back. So we have kind of a wedge shape going back as well as a wedge shape coming down. And just a simple matter of just making that little change right there, and we've changed it up. And you see we've added about this much space on this side. And you know, so we've added about 2 more feet of width on the, we've added about 2 more feet of width across the front. So, you know, that makes everything, you know, that much better. It's a great little deal. So here I am, Perry Peacock Wilderness Innovation, inside this high wedge. Showed you the other lower wedge. You can change this up so many different ways. It's amazing. I mean, you can, you know, you just get started on this. You set it up however you want. That's what we love about tarps, is there's so many ways you can set them up to fit your situation. So here's a couple ideas on the wedge, and hope you enjoy this video, get some use out of it, try some things, enjoy your time outdoors like I do. Thank you for all your comments, your likes, your shares, all that sort of thing. Love it. Thanks for buying our gear. We love that. And keep on going. We'll see you on the next go round. Once again, Perry Peacock Wilderness Innovation.